everybody.
Hi.
Vanilla protein, like it's gonna be back in a couple weeks. She's back. It goes even faster when you have a sous chef. I need everything rectangular or square.
Look at how handy I am.
So helpful. Hey girls, welcome back to my channel. So I just prepped an entire week's worth of meals. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, and a snack in under an hour. Like it took me about 56 minutes, which is absolutely crazy. All healthy meals. And if you eat on this meal plan, you'll be getting 100 grams of protein per day. I know when I first started my 45-pound weight loss journey, I felt like meal prepping was so unrealistic. Like all the time it took, the tiny containers, the expense of it, like it just felt overwhelming, but I also felt pressure to do it. And I really feel like over the years, I've figured out a system to make it super simple, super easy, and affordable. And this is literally the easiest meal prep I have ever done. As someone who like truly hated the idea of meal prepping and thought it was so unrealistic, I realized I was missing out on a lot because it makes it so much easier to stay on track with your goals, to lose weight, and make sure you're eating healthy throughout the week if you take just an hour to get it done ahead of time. So I'm gonna show you these recipes. We have breakfast tacos, an amazing salad, and give you some dressing and sauces recipes because you guys have been asking for those ones. I'll show you how to make everything and have your entire week prep. So if you are working in an office, if you're going back to school or teaching or anything else, you'll have simple, healthy recipes to help you lose weight and hit 100 grams of protein every single day. If you've been trying to figure out how to eat more protein every day, or you're trying to lose weight, I literally made this video for you, so sweat the thumbs up. That just means give it a little click and it lets me know that you like these type of videos. And if you're new to my channel, hi, I'm so happy you're here. I have new videos I do every single week for you, sharing my health and fitness journey and inspiration like this to help you with yours. Plus, I do weekly giveaways for my subscribers. This is a way for me to be able to say thank you for your support and to just celebrate you for all the hard work you put in prioritizing your health and fitness. So all you have to do to win is make sure you're subscribed to my channel, drop a comment down below, and every week I'll share a new winner over in the community channel, so make sure you check to see if you won. This is the craziest thing. So you guys know I was talking last week about our protein, and we just got the sample. Every time we make a new batch, which means we have all the ingredients and it's in production and it is coming for you, but we have to taste test it to make sure it is, every single time we make a new batch, make sure it's like perfect, and this tastes perfect. Anyway, when it comes to meal prep, like there's really like two ways you can do it. The way I typically do it, because I work from home, it's just easier for me, is I make all the food, I put it just in its own containers, like a bunch of meat, a bunch of greens, whatever, and I decide what I'm gonna eat as I go. But I know that doesn't work for everyone. So I'm gonna show you guys kind of the main way most people meal prep, which is actually building each individual meal so it's good to go, it's in the fridge, you grab it, and you're out the door. So there are a few staples in my mind that you like have to have before you try to go meal prep, because otherwise it's gonna drive you crazy. Get containers that you like to look at and that make sense for your lifestyle. So there are things like simple, like these little like bento plastic portion boxes. These can be great. Or if you want just like glass containers, lids. I don't have enough of the same one, so mine's always a little bit of a hodgepodge. I love these little mason jar with lids, or on Amazon. I'll try to link all the stuff I have for you guys down below. You'll want to get out like some mixing bowls. I have a sheet pan that's dedicated for cooking my meat on. And then I love having an air fryer and Instapot just for speed. So I'm all about making this efficient, as quick as possible to get everything done. And that helps because I have one oven. I know some people have like multiple ovens. I have an oven, and it just makes it easier to have more devices, appliances. All right, so I have like my meal plans. This again is a full day. You can mix and match these however you want, use what you want, but this entire day is over 100 grams of protein. So we're gonna start with breakfast tacos. Those will only take about 10 minutes to prep and make, like from start to finish. Chocolate chunk oats. They're so good. Loaded Caesar salad is gonna be about 20 minutes start to finish, again, just because the chicken takes a little time to cook. And then a ground beef stir fry for dinner. So I'm gonna preheat the oven for our chicken, and I always like to start cooking the thing that's going to take the longest first to get those going so I can do the rest. So oven's gonna go to 450 if I can figure out how to preheat my own oven. Okay, 450, we'll get that going, and then I'm going to start laying out the chicken, get that prepped, and make our rice. Okay, dedicated chicken pan. So we're gonna be using the chicken for my lunch. You can obviously do anything with this, but it's just kind of the easiest way to make a bunch of chicken all at once. The oven's at 450. Throw down some parchment paper, and then I'm gonna season up the chicken. So for 5 meals, I like to do 5-ounce portions. I'll measure it out once it's already cooked, but just to kind of know if I need both of these or not. I'm just gonna cook all this up and then we can measure it up. When we get to actual me making the lunch for you guys, like once the chicken's done and stuff, I'm finally going to share my super secret, healthy, delicious Caesar dressing recipe. I know, I owe you guys this. I've owed you this recipe for a while, so it's actually gonna happen. My star ingredient to add even more protein to our already high protein meal here. Okay, so this is just non-fat Greek yogurt, which is super high in protein. It's gonna help lock in a bunch of the moisture for our meal prep chicken. You can wear gloves, but just, I mean, whatever, just get in there and massage the chicken a bit. Make sure it's nice and well coated. We're gonna season it up and then get it on that pan so we can get that cooking. And then I'm gonna start the rice, which is for our dinner. But again, I'm getting this done as quickly as possible, so starting with the stuff that takes the longest is essential. Seasoning, since this is gonna be like a Caesar-y vibe, I'm gonna do this like Italian blend. It doesn't have any salt, and then extra garlic because we love things garlicky in this house. Put that on. And I got tongs just to make it easier to lay them out too. And please don't ask me the measurements, just like throw it on there. Be free with your seasonings, you guys. All right, so the chicken's gonna go into the oven. It takes about 20 minutes usually. Just a little hit of salt. Just lay them out nicely. Chicken's in the oven, so we're gonna prep a bunch of rice. I'm gonna do it in the Instapot because that is the fastest. I think it usually takes like 15 minutes. So we'll get that going. I like to do it with bone broth just to help add more protein. It's those little sneaky ways you can get it in. It's gonna add a little bit of calories, but like honestly, who cares? You're getting good, healthy protein, all the nutrients and minerals, and it's gonna add some flavor to the rice, which just makes it even better. I feel like this might be basic, but also I feel like I have to say it because a lot of people don't know. So if you're cooking rice, it's a 1-to-2 ratio. So 1 cup of rice to 2 cups of liquid. That's how you cook it. So this is 2 cups basically right here. So I'm gonna do both of these and put in, so it's 4 cups, put in 2 cups of rice, and that's gonna make sure we have plenty for these meals and then probably a little extra too. We're gonna get into the breakfast tacos. These are so easy to make, so delicious. And obviously you can mix it up, but these are nice because you can just like wrap them and have them good to go. The tacos alone are gonna give you like 20 grams of protein, which is absolutely amazing, especially for breakfast. You wanna always have that baseline starting off your day. I personally always start with like a scoop of protein and water first, and then I'll do like my full breakfast at some point. This is such an easy, delicious one to do. And you guys, I know I was just talking to you about vanilla protein, like it's gonna be back in a couple weeks, but peanut butter by the time this is live should be back in stock for you guys if you're looking for a good protein. So many of you just hanging in there and being patient and trying chocolate or just stocking up on chocolate in the meantime. It means so much to me, and I can't wait to have vanilla back. All right, let's go 10, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. I just saw this reel the other day and it was like a Pisces thing, whatever, but it was someone cooking and it was like they did one thing and like rinsed their fingers under the water and did something else and rinsed their fingers under the water, and I find myself literally doing that. I was just cracking up because I don't know if that's what everyone does. Okay, so you can do eggs and egg whites, and this is gonna really help balance out so you're not getting too much fat per serving. You're gonna get like good healthy fats from the egg yolks in there for sure. We're also gonna add in some sausage, 1/3 cup times 5, because we're doing this for 5 days, so like a full work week. So just one little box will get you, and there's still some extra in there. Luke like takes this all around the house like it's a toy, so it's always a hunt. And you could definitely always just do egg whites if you'd rather, but I really love getting the egg yolk in there. It adds so much more flavor. But for context, 1 egg is 6 grams of protein. So you kind of get an idea if you're just doing eggs by themselves and not making a meal like this. And then put a little garlic powder in and just salt and pepper. She's back. The girls that know, but like I just started actually actively using it regularly, and I feel really proud of myself. And it's so much nicer to chop on. It's obviously like really thick, but I love it. 2 sausages per serving, 10. 2. I think the best part about this is like as I'm making this, I know a lot of you are like, I'm sorry, we're having what? Like sausage and tacos and all this for breakfast, and this is for like healthy weight loss? Yes, it is. And if you've done my meal plans, you know we love to eat, but it's about getting the right food and protein, especially like enough of it. Not only like just when it comes to weight loss, but just in your ability to build muscle, how you feel, your energy levels. So important. Okay, so I'm gonna chop this up. I'm gonna put these in first and get them like, they're already cooked, but just kind of get them like warmed up down a little bit and then throw in the egg. I'm not obviously eating these right now, so I don't need them to be like so hot. I'll rewarm them. You guys know me well enough to know by now that we gotta sneak in those greens. So we're just gonna add a little spinach into the mixture. Okay, so our rice is cooking, our chicken's cooking, our breakfast taco main mixture is going. We're gonna do our snack next, and this is something that I don't make often enough, but you guys, it is like a dessert. You can have it as a snack, you could eat it as breakfast, you could literally have it as dessert. It's so delicious, and I've never shared this recipe before on here, so I think you guys are gonna really, really love it. Instead, I'm gonna call these like chocolate chunk monkey business overnight oats. You could do chia seeds as well if you prefer those. The thing I like about doing like an overnight oat is you can make it hot or cold. Like it's obviously gonna be in the fridge, but if you want it to be a warm thing to have, just stick it in the microwave for a few minutes and it's perfect. So I think it's 3 cups. I'm having to do the math, you guys, because I don't normally do all 5 at once. Like I told you, I just kind of like throw a bunch of stuff together and see how long it lasts. 4 cups of almond milk. You can definitely use like an oat milk, a cashew milk. You can use regular milk if you want. I just like this when I'm doing my oats to keep it like a little bit lighter. We're gonna use the chocolate protein powder, 4 scoops of the protein powder going in. Okay, so I'm gonna use a little mason jars to portion out. These are pretty small portions, to be honest, but I don't have enough of the big ones right now. That's why I say make sure you have what you need. But you could do them in these and have just like a small snack, split it up twice, or eat like 2 of them or something. That'd probably be like the right portion. But we're gonna pack these up, and then when I do, I'm gonna add a few more bananas, probably some fresh banana, and then a little peanut butter in it too. So the right portion for these to make sure you're getting all 20 grams of protein is gonna be like about a 3/4 of a cup of it when it's all done. So like I said, these are small. These are probably half a cup, maybe. They need a little bit more, but we're gonna top them with peanut butter. And then what I would like to do, like if you're like taking these on the go, just bring a banana with you and add a banana right on top. Maybe some like, the homemade granola we made the other week. Give it a little like extra crunch. But for a snack too, these are actually like a really good size, and you're still gonna get a decent amount of protein in them. I think one of the biggest misconceptions is that like eating healthy or eating to try to lose weight has to be really restrictive and not eating a lot. And I get that because I think like me, a lot of you have probably done like crazy diets, and those are restrictive and those are boring. But through my own weight loss journey, I lost 45 pounds. I've kept it off. I like transformed my life. I found so many ways to make really healthy food delicious, and it's all about being more creative, seasoning. And I know last week we were talking about being in a rut, and there were so many of you that were saying you felt like you were in a food rut too. You're just kind of eating the same things all the time and getting bored and don't really know what to do. So with this video, I wanted to like make recipes, yes, that were easy to meal prep, that were healthy, hit 100 grams if you did this as a full meal for your day of protein, but also just that were different recipes that I haven't really made before. So I'm gonna make my dressing in a second. We'll get the salad prep, but I wanna start the stuff for dinner so that gets going. So we're gonna do a ground beef stir fry. I'm gonna make a special sauce. I'll show you how I do that. But keeping it affordable and easy, frozen veggies. So I'm just gonna get these thrown in the pan, get that mixed up, and then we'll get to all the sauces. All right, so this is truly the simplest Caesar style dressing that you can make without it having like all the fats and stuff, but still tasting rich and creamy. So I'm doing Greek yogurt, lemon, garlic. If you're not into anchovies, which I'm not, Worcestershire, this stuff. Does anyone know how to pronounce it right? Worcestershire. A little salt, little pepper. So simple, you guys. And if you want it to be like even creamier, which is pretty creamy. You could always do full fat Greek yogurt as well, and that'll give you still that like tanginess, just like add a little bit more of flavor from the fat. But this is really just the alternative instead of doing like raw egg. Ryan has had this thing since I met him. It's like a little garlic masher, and I always thought it was so weird, but it actually has like been one of the handiest tools because we eat so much garlic, and Luke's obsessed with garlic. I also have like little beast blender that is really good for doing dressings. I love it, gets it like so whipped and creamy. But I always want to show you guys like the easiest way, so if you don't have those things, you don't feel like you can't do it. So then it's the juice of a whole lemon, about a teaspoon of this one. You can always add more if you want more for flavor, and then salt and pepper. And then whenever you're making dressings, especially, like I like to go easy on the salt just to start. And if you need it, because it helps bring out more flavor, then add more, but start a little lighter. Mix it up. It is so good and tangy. And honestly, it gets better the longer it sits in the fridge. So like if you're doing this for your meal prep, have it later in the week, it's gonna be even more tasty. Okay, veggies are looking good. My whole egg burrito situation is ready to go. You know, the rice is ready, chicken's ready, snack is already prepped and good. I just realized I haven't started the beef yet. It's ground beef, so it should go really fast. So I'm gonna go throw this on the skillet. So over like medium, this is 85% lean, 15% fat. So I don't really need to add any oils because it's gonna have them in there naturally, so it's not gonna stick to the pan. I saw a lot of you asking about this, and I actually finished filming. I was about to go finish doing my testing for my recertification continuing education for my personal training cert, and I passed. I love that I have to do that every 2 years because it just makes me sharper. It keeps me like up to date on training. I did a behavioral change specialization, and I have another weight loss specialization that I'm working on. But it just like means I can do more to help you guys. And obviously I have all my certifications, I have my experience. Being able to stay like actively involved in all of the new research that's coming out and everything else is so important. So yay, I'm done. I mean, I'm never done, but I'm done. While the ground beef is going, we're gonna make my special little like stir fry sauce. So all you need is coconut oil, amino acids, toasted sesame oil, and some type of sriracha chili sauce. So for this one, do like a tablespoon of coconut oil. You're gonna melt it down. So I'm just gonna throw it in the microwave for like 30 seconds. Okay, so that's melted down. I'm gonna do about a teaspoon of the sesame oil, and then about a tablespoon of, I said coconut aminos. These are just liquid aminos, Bragg's. These ones taste a little bit more like soy sauce, like straight up, where the coconut ones, which are what I usually have, are a little sweeter. Either way is fine. You can use either one of them. And then just as much sriracha as you want. It gets really spicy, obviously. So we're gonna use this to put in with the veggies, or you can just keep it on the side and have it as like a sauce to top. I always just keep my dressings in like a little glass jar, kind of like these ones that I did the breakfast in, and just take it with me on the go. If you're like in an office or somewhere, like keep it in the fridge. I like dressing them later, not ahead of time. I like the coconut aminos better, to be honest, for this. Just makes it a little more balanced. I'm gonna put a tiny bit of honey to kind of balance it out. You guys saw that. That was like a teaspoon, maybe. So much better. Okay, we're gonna check the veggies, sauce it up, and start chopping and packing everything in. I'm gonna start with the breakfast tacos just to get those done and show you guys how I like to do them. Again, you can always just do the eggs, throw the tortillas like in a separate bag, but I like them just packed so they can just be warmed up and eat them as is. Okay, so this is 5 portions. I'm just gonna get my tacos laid out and then split it up as we go a little bit here. Here we go. Think of it like street tacos. These are the 2 different tortillas I like to use, just kind of depending. These are grain-free, a little higher fat. These are corn, obviously. Less fat, less calories, but just kind of depends on what you're going for. Okay, 5 mornings of breakfast tacos good to go. Now I'm gonna get over to making our chicken Caesar salad. Let's chop our chicken. So 5 ounces of chicken breast is about just a little less than a cup of chicken breast. Nice and chopped. This chicken is so perfect, you guys. Ah, that's amazing. Oh, not too dry, not too, it's perfectly cooked, like moist and perfect. That is truly the secret of that yogurt. Luke's awake now, as you can tell.
Probably since last we were gonna go for a little bit.
Oh, fun! Hi, can I give you a squeeze? First of all.
Oh, yummy
chicken. You want a piece? Yeah. You can tell everyone if it's good. Is it good?
Yeah.
Cool.
Nice.
Salad. Yeah. Squeeze.
Yeah,
Okay, love you. Have fun. Love you. Yeah. Literally, he just started doing like where he says love you back. If you asked him to, he would. But now, like the last 2 days, he's been just saying it after you say love you. It's the cutest thing. Okay, so I'm gonna do a bunch of lettuce at the bottom. And like, you can go wild, obviously, with as much greens. If you're like, I need to pack it in, like I need to feel like it's like a hearty salad and you wanna use like containers like this, go for it. I know Caesar's normally just like your greens and your chicken and Parmesan and croutons, but instead of doing croutons for the crunch, I'm gonna give it a little, sometimes I'll add rice actually, honestly, but I'm just gonna do a little carrots to add some more color, some more nutrients. That's why it's a loaded Caesar. I'm gonna add a little chickpeas for additional protein, and again, just, I like texture. Okay, so our Caesars are all good to go. Like I said, would just bring the dressing with me on the go. About a tablespoon is a good serving size, but our focus today is on protein. So again, about a cup in each one. That was perfect. I have a little left over. It's time for
what do we get?
ground beef stir fry.
I'm making a natural woman.
You're such a natural woman. This is my natural woman.
No, that is not what I said. It's wing woman and natural beauty mixed together in one cup.
It's good.
And we call it the natural woman.
I feel like I'm doing all squares. I need them. Yeah, that works. I need everything rectangular or square.
Look at how handy I am.
So helpful. So I'm gonna add the sauce actually, I think, to the veggies. We know these are stir fry veggies and they're pretty much just gonna be stir fry veggies. The beef is the one I wanna like save for other things. My main thing is I avoid buying like teriyaki sauce and stuff because they're loaded with sugars, which we don't want, we don't like. I opened the rice, you guys, and I was like, I swear I made white rice because it's brown. Completely brown. And then I remembered I used bone broth. So yes, added protein, got it. So I'm gonna do about a half a cup in each container, add the veggies, add the meat, and then when I do go to eat it, sometimes I'll add avocado, I'll do more sriracha on top, but I just try to keep it pretty simple. Crazy in me is really bothered by the fact that these are not in the same containers, but I'll get over it. It'll be fine. So I still have leftover sauce. Again, you can make as much as you want, season as much as you want, add a little bit on top of the beef when you go to eat it, or now if you're like, yeah, I need that. But sometimes as you start to mix it together, it just gets all that flavor anyway, and then you don't need the extra sauces, which add up fast. Okay, let's just like have a moment for all of this amazingness, you guys. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4 full meals, 100 grams of protein total for your day with this meal plan, more than 100 grams. And you can always add in extra snacks if you need it, but this is such a great starting point if you are trying to eat healthier and lose weight. And honestly, like, guys, that took me like 56 minutes. And that was like some talking and everything else. So if you follow this plan, if you follow the system, you're gonna be able to meal prep an entire week. I have breakfast, lunch, and dinner for 5 days in less than an hour. So crazy. If you like this video, if you like seeing these recipes, make sure you sweat the thumbs up. Comment down below, let me know what types of recipes you'd want me to meal prep next, because I really like this idea of like doing some more creative stuff, because I also am in the rut of like sweet potato and chicken and kind of just doing the same thing. So we can do this together. I'll come up with some fun new recipes and share them with you guys. And make sure you're signed up for my newsletter, because I share a lot of great recipes and tips in there. I'm probably gonna be putting these into an ebook to give to you guys just for free in the next couple weeks. So join that newsletter. I'll put the link down below so you guys don't miss anything. All right, love you guys. Have the best week ever. I'm gonna go turn the air conditioning on.